Hi students, in this session we are going to learn about AC circuit containing a resistor, an inductor and a capacitor which are connected in series. This type of circuit we call as series LCR circuit. As the name suggests, LCR. L stands for inductance, C for capacitance and R for resistance. As these components like resistor, inductor and capacitor are connected in series. And this series LCR circuit finds many applications in all electronic circuits such as radio sets, TV, communication systems and all. Now let us come to the topic. Shall we draw a circuit diagram consisting a resistor, yes students, here it consists a resistor of resistance R, inductor of inductance L, capacitor of capacitance C, and it is connected across the alternating voltage source V is equal to Vm sin omega t. It is the applied alternating voltage. It results in flow of current. And as these components are connected in series, the voltage across each component will be different, isn't it? So voltage across R is VR and voltage across inductor is VL and voltage across capacitor is VC. And you know very well that the instantaneous value of the voltage, alternating voltage is given by V is equal to Vm sin omega t and I be the resulting current. And in the previous video, படிச்சிருக்கோம் இல்லையா, phasor diagrams use பண்ணி phase relationship between current and voltage நம்ம analyze பண்ணலாம். இங்க பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் voltage across R, அதாவது VR அப்படின்னு எடுத்துக்கிட்டேன்னா, it is in phase with I. current ஓட phaseல இருக்கும். phase difference இருக்காது. ஓகேயா? அதே மாதிரி VL, அதாவது voltage across inductor leads current by pi by 2. இப்போ phase angle 90 degreeல voltage வந்து lead ஆகும். current விட voltage lead ஆகும் by 90 degree in the inductive circuit. If it is VL, voltage across VL, then voltage across VC, it lags behind the current by, again it is 90 degree. இந்த concept நம்ம previous videoல படிச்சிருக்கோம். அதை பேஸ் பண்ணி நம்ம further explanations என்னன்னு பார்ப்போம். அதுக்கு நம்ம first phasor diagram வரையணும். Let us draw phasor diagram. Okay, let me now explain the diagram, how to draw it. So let us take here voltage. So this is voltage across R, represented as VR from the origin, and it is marked as A. So phasor OA represents VR. Okay. Now let me take, it is current is in phase. Okay. Here is represented by the phasor is I. In your book it is missing. OI, phasor OI represents current. Okay. Now this part, this is the part marked as B. This is the representation of the phasor VL. So here phasor is represented as is VL, and similarly for VC it is marked as C. Here we take it as VC. Okay. So let us write the phasor is represented as like this. So here the current is represented by the phasor OA, and VL by OB, and VC by OC. Now shall we find out the length of the phasor? If it is only the length, then OA is equal to IM. And similarly, yeah, here it is not OA, it is OI. Children, just find in your book, it is OI. Is equal to IM. Length of the phasor OI. In your book it is missing, only the length we are taking. And similarly, let us find out the length or the magnitude of OA. You know, here we have to find out what is VR is equal to, no? So what is VR? We can write it as according to the Ohm's law. Am I right? So Ohm's law, here we apply. So here length OA is marked as IM capital R. And similarly, length OB is equal to IM, that is current into resistance. That's the way how to represent the voltage, isn't it? So IM into XL. Here, instead of resistance, the resistance of the inductor is inductive reactance is taken, which we have studied already in the previous video about inductive reactance. And similarly, length of OC is equal to IM into XC. Here XC represents capacitive reactance, which is also a resistance. The circuit is either effectively inductive or capacitive or resistive. It depends upon the value of VL or VC. So here let us assume VL is greater than VC. நம்ம எடுத்துக்கிறது எப்படின்னா VL value greater than VC. இந்த LC combination அப்படின்னு எடுத்தேன்னா அங்க net voltage drop இருக்கும் இல்லையா? So that net voltage drop is found out from here, as this position is marked as D, and this represents VL minus VC. Okay. And this VL minus VC is represented by the phasor OD. So So OD is VL minus VC. Okay. Now this part is VL minus VC. Okay. Now coming to the application of parallelogram law. You know, parallelogram law, it is for finding out the resultant between two vectors. So when you apply parallelogram law, the diagonal OE, just come to the diagram. Here we just consider these two vectors, that is VL minus VC and VR, isn't it? That two vectors, the resultant voltage will lie along the diagonal. As per the diagram, you see, as it lies along the diagonal, it is represented by the phasor OE. Okay, OE, and this is omega t, you know, and this angle is phi, and as we have applied here, this and this vectors are to be solved. Here we have applied, what is it? Parallelogram law, that to solve. Let me just use this length here, then it will be correct. Okay. Yes. It is just leave it. Here you may get the clear diagram that gives the resultant. So this phasor OE gives resultant voltage. Resultant voltage Vm. Okay, as we have applied here parallelogram law. Now coming to the solution, as length OE equals Vm. Here we have to represent one more thing, as length OD represents VL minus VC and length OE represents Vm. Okay. Now coming to the solution, here we need to apply Pythagoras, isn't it? Pythagoras, before finding out, we are going to apply parallelogram law. We are பண்றதுக்கு முன்னாடி முதல்ல parallelogram law apply பண்ணிக்குவோம். இங்க பார்த்தேனா இதுதான் resultant இல்லையா? This is the resultant, so that is what is Vm. Resultant is Vm should be. Then to find out Vm square, is equal to square root of Vr squared plus Vl minus Vc the whole square. So if you just substitute the value taking only the Vm, then it should be square root of, this is square of, Vm squared is the square of Vr squared plus Vl minus Vc the whole square. We want only Vm, so taken square root. So let us substitute from the previous idea, Im r squared plus Im xl minus Im xc the whole square. Let me extend this also. Okay. Shall we take Im as common here? If we take Im as common, you know, if it is square root Im square r squared plus Im square xl minus xc the whole square. xl minus xc the whole square. So it is Im is taken out. So we get square root of r squared plus xl minus xc the whole square. Here we want Im is equal to, so Im is equal to Vm by square root of r squared plus xl minus xc the whole square. See students, here this term is replaced by new term known as impedance. It is nothing but impedance, that is Z. So shall we replace? Then the part would be Im is equal to Vm by Z. Okay. So you should remember what is Z is equal to square root of R squared plus XL minus XC the whole square. As I already said, Z is called impedance. That is impedance. Net resistance, suppose if R mattum connect aayirundha resistance is R. L mattum connect aayirundha inductor mattum connect aayirundha resistance XL. Capacitor mattum connect aayirundha circuit la adoda resistance enna solluvom XC அப்படினு சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா. இப்போ மூணுமே சீரிஸ் காம்பினேஷன்ல இருக்கறனால ஒரு எஃபெக்டிவ் opposition கரண்ட்க்கு கிடைக்கும். ரைட்டா? அந்த ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸ் given by the combination of this series RLC is only called impedance. Very, very important in the examination point of view. Very important concept. Okay. Now, shall we learn what is meant by voltage triangle and the impedance triangle? Let me draw what is a voltage triangle. So, it is yes, here you may see this is an extract from the diagram which is represented by phi. When you just see in the diagram, see here, when this part is VL minus VC and this also should be VL minus VC. Am I right? And so, the voltage triangle now it is drawn with the VR and VM. It should be VM here. In your book also it is marked wrongly, that you have to change according to the concept. Hope you remember the diagram, children. Follow the diagram, then only you will understand what is meant by voltage triangle. Yes, here it is what? VR and this is VM. And so this part na enna varanju kaamichen? Yes, very good. It is VL minus VC. Okay, yeah? இது வந்து நம்ம என்ன சொல்லுவோம் அப்படின்னா voltage triangle அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். அதே மாதிரி அடுத்து ஒரு கான்செப்ட் படிக்க போறோம், ஒரு ட்ரையாங்கிள், அதுக்கு பேரு இம்பிடன்ஸ் ட்ரையாங்கிள். அந்த இம்பிடன்ஸ் ட்ரையாங்கிள் என்ன அப்படிங்கறதையும் நம்ம வரைஞ்சு பார்க்கலாம். ரைட்டா? அப்போ அந்த இம்பிடன்ஸ் ட்ரையாங்கிள் எப்படி வரும்? It is so marked as E, that is Z, and this is origin, and every time this is taken as origin, and here it is the resistance. அதாவது என்ன எடுத்துக்கிறோம், அதே வோல்டேஜுக்கு ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸ் ஆஃப் த வோல்டேஜ் வந்து இங்க VR ஓடது R, இங்க VM ஓடது Z இல்லையா? ரைட். அப்போ இதோட ட்ரையாங்கிள், இதற்கான கரஸ்பாண்டிங் ட்ரையாங்கிள் நம்ம வரையும் போது இப்ப இந்த பார்ட்டை நம்ம எப்படி மார்க் பண்ணுவோம் அப்படின்னு பார்த்தா, இட் இஸ் XL minus XC. Okay. One thing you should remember, this should be right angle. இதுல இந்த கான்செப்டை நீ மறக்க கூடாது. ரைட்டா? ஒருவேளை அதை உனக்கு ஒரு காம்படிட்டிவ் எக்ஸாம்ல கேட்டாங்கன்னா நீ எழுதணும், இது வந்து இம்பிடன்ஸ் ட்ரையாங்கிள்னு சொல்லுவோம். இது பேரு இம்பிடன்ஸ் ட்ரையாங்கிள். Okay. Now, let us find out from the phasor diagram what is the phase angle between V and I. That is, it is found out from the relation, the phase angle between V and I. Just follow the diagram. Phase angle between voltage and current. ஜெனரலா கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. நீ அப்படி பார்க்க போனா இங்க என்ன எடுத்துக்கணும், அவங்க VM னு கொடுத்ததும் V மீன் பண்றாங்க, அந்த I இருக்கும். அதுக்கான phase angle என்ன அப்படின்னு பார்த்தா, it is given by the relation tan phi is equal to VL minus VC divided by VR. Okay. இத வந்து நீ எப்படி தெரிஞ்சுக்கலாம்னா இந்த நீ வோல்டேஜ் ட்ரையாங்கிள்க்கே வந்து என்ன கூட ஒன்னால ஈஸியா அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ணிக்க முடியும். tan phi is VL minus VC by VR. Correct? Okay. Coming to the following steps. That's equal to XL minus XC. And the impedance triangle la indu kuda nee idha eludikalam. Okay. This is what is tan phi. Now we have found out the phase relationship between the sinusoidally varying quantities such as voltage and current. Here there are some special cases. The first case is that if XL is அதாவது inductive reactance is greater than XC இருந்துச்சுன்னு சொன்னா அப்போ XL minus XC வேல்யூ இங்க என்ன வரும்? பாசிட்டிவ் வேல்யூவா தானே இருக்க முடியும். Yes. And so phase angle என்னவா இருக்கும்? பாசிட்டிவா இருக்கும். அப்ப phase angle பாசிட்டிவா இருந்தா what does it mean? Then the applied voltage leads the current. அப்ப applied voltage என்ன எழுதுவோம்? V is equal to Vm sin omega t. Am I right? I is equal to Im sin omega t. But here it voltage leads current. So current என்ன ஆகுது? lag ஆகுது. அப்ப minus phi. Yes. So இந்த மாதிரி வரும்போது எங்க வந்து XL வேல்யூ கிரேட்டரா இருக்கோ அப்ப phi பாசிட்டிவா இருக்கும்போது வோல்டேஜ் லீட் ஆயிருது, leads current and current lags voltage, lags behind voltage. Okay. By how much? It is by phi. And this type of circuit is called inductive circuit. Circuit is known as inductive circuit. அப்ப inductive circuit நம்ம ஏற்கனவே அந்த கான்செப்ட் படிச்சிருக்கோம் previous வீடியோல. inductive circuitல எது லீட் பண்ணும்? voltage லீட் பண்ணும், current lagging behind the voltage. Okay. Now coming to the next case. Case 2. If XL is less than XC, then XL minus XC என்னவா இருக்கும் அப்படின்னு பார்த்தா அது நெகட்டிவ் வேல்யூவா இருக்கும். Then phi is also negative. Right? இப்ப இந்த டைம்ல கரண்ட் வந்து லீட் பண்ணும் வோல்டேஜ். கரண்ட் வந்து வோல்டேஜ் ரீட் பண்ணும். It is given by the angle, phase angle phi. And how do you represent that voltage? It is V is equal to Vm sin omega t. இப்ப current என்ன? I is equal to Im sin omega t. current lead பண்ணுது வோல்டேஜ்ங்கிறதுனால plus phi நம்ம போடுறோம். ரைட்டா? plus phi. current leads, that is why current leads voltage, but voltage lags. Okay. Here in this case. And this type of circuit, இப்ப இதுல எது டாமினண்டா இருக்கும் அப்படின்னு பார்த்தா கெப்பாசிட்டன்ஸ் தான். அப்போ இத வந்து that circuit is said to be capacitive circuit. Capacitive circuit. The cases ரொம்ப முக்கியம். You need to prepare for the in the examination point of view. Okay. Now coming to the third case. If XL and XC 0, அதாவது what is XL? The resistance offered by the inductor or resistance offered by the capacitor or equal இருந்துச்சுன்னு சொன்னா what is XL minus XC? Then it should be equal to 0. அப்ப இது 0 வர்க்கையில phi ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா எப்படி 0 வருமா? இதெல்லாம் எப்படி நம்ம கண்டுபிடிச்சிட்டு இருக்கோம்? Hope you understand. It is from the value of tan phi. Okay. When XL minus XC is equal to 0, then it must be equal to phi also must be equal to 0. And here in the phase relation between current and voltage அப்படி என்ன பார்த்தோம்னா they are in phase. உனக்கே தெரியும் எப்ப வோல்டேஜும் கரண்ட்டும் in phase ல டிராவல் பண்ணும் அப்படின்னா if the circuit is purely resistive. And so here as the phi phase angle is 0, இத நான் previous வீடியோல சொல்லியிருக்கேன். phase angle between current and voltage வந்து 0 வா இருக்கறனால அந்த circuit is said to be purely resistive circuit. Okay children, this is very important topic in the examination point of view and also for your future studies, because engineering போனேனா எல்லா electrical electronics engineering லையும் இதுதான் basic concept. நீ இது அவசியம் prepare பண்ணியே ஆகணும். Hope you have understood the topic.